Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news trade expectations are still dominating market sentiment. However, in the US, the release of the US Fed minutes shows a central bank happy where it sits domestically, but wary of international risks, and wary of the impact rising US federal budget deficit is having. The unusually flat yield curve gets special mention. They say they will be patient and maintain their balance sheet moves that drain its reservoir of stimulus funding. And all this means any rate hike from 2019 from them is now less likely. Across the Atlantic, markets are coming to believe that the ECB may be on the brink of restarting its quantitative easing, that's its money printing program, to bolster a weakening European economy. And in the UK, more parliamentarians have quit to sit on the crossbenches, this time including a small group from the ruling Conservative Party, taking the total defectors to 11 so far. And Swiss company Glencore, a famously aggressive miner and commodities trader, has been convinced to stop new investment in coal. Glencore has a major presence in Australia. Apparently, ethical investor pressure has brought about what is a stunning about-face. The US-China trade talks are ongoing, and the US, which has long criticised China for manipulating an exchange rate, now insists the Chinese manipulate it to be stable with the US dollar. And as the March 1 tariff deadline approaches, the US president has suggested that he will be back away from imposing them. Meanwhile, China to US trade is booming, with the US West Coast import ports running at full capacity as goods flow in. China is certainly taking advantage, or is that American importers, while the US policy positions remain unresolved. In Japan, their trade deficit in January rose sharply as exports fell more than 8% on lower demand from China. This is their biggest monthly deficit in more than 5 years. The US Treasury 10-year yield is little changed at 2.64%, but their 210 curve has firmed to 16 basis points. And gold is up again today by another $6 an ounce to $1,345 an ounce. That puts the cumulative gain at $34 since last weekend, or 2.6% higher. US oil prices are also higher, now just on $57.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is up to just over $67 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is hovering at 68.8 US cents. On the cross rates, we're marginally lower at 95.8 Aussie cents and similar at 60.5 euro cents. That puts the TWI softer at 73.1. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.